Hello YouTube and welcome diecast enthusiasts. This is diecast for you to see, and for you to see today is a continuation of the Hot Wheels box opening that I started a couple of days ago. This is the second layer. This was a box that I bought from a friend of mine that sent me these last week. He buys doubles and trebles of the cars that he likes, but he's thinning out his collection, so he offered them to me for a pretty good price, so I thought I might as well take a chance. I do like a few of the Hot Wheel main lines, so we'll take a look and see what's on the second layer. Try and maybe go through these a little bit quicker, not too sure, depends what's in here. And this I do like, it's the 70 Chevy Chevelle. Now I did pull this from a premium box of the Fast and Furious, I believe. No, it wasn't, it was the Boulevard set, and I think it was in plain grey, metallic grey, and it was really nice. So this I do like. Quite like that bonnet bulge. So yeah, that's pretty good. I didn't even know they'd done it in the main line, to be fair. The Nissan 300 ZX twin turbo, and that looks pretty good as well. As I said in the box opening I done a few days ago from the top layer, I do quite like my JDMs, and that is good in the plain red. The Audi Sport Quattro, I've got the premium version of this Quattro, which is really smart. I do quite like that, but not quite a premium. Could be made a premium with a nice set of wheels on. This one is a 2017 Ford GT. It's not really me because of the supercar, the Chevy Bel Air Gasser, which of course I do like. Not so keen on this livery, it's a bit too busy for me. The 1986 Monte Carlo Ss, similar bonnet bulge to the 70 Chevelle we just saw, and I believe these are quite popular with maybe you guys in the States and in America. I'm not a huge fan of it myself. Try not to topple these over. The Morris Mini, well, the Mini's always very popular, but not sure that I'm keen on this livery. Looks very psychedelic with the wheels there. Quite clever, I suppose. Yeah. And we've got a Fair Lady 2000, which I do quite like. The flap on the box is good on both mirrors, so flap to the side. Yeah, I like the colour. Another Golf one that I opened from the top layer, a custom 18 Ford Mustang GT in the pale blue that I do prefer. not such a huge fan of the modern Mustang. The 50s cars from the decades. It's the 56 Chevy Bel Air, and that is a casting I do like, but not keen on those wheels, I must admit. It's sort of got a vintage stock car look to it, but I'm not convinced. Custom 69 Chevy pickup in this purple, which is quite a nice casting. Do like a pickup, and I do like purple, but it's a bit too modern for me. Bmw M3, a different M3. This is the older 92 version. We did open an M3 in the top layer, and I do prefer this one actually. So that is pretty smart. Oh, Ford Escort. Mick 67's favourite car. We've got fog lights there on the front, or night lights maybe. The RS 1600, which I do love that striping, a little bit like the Mexico striping. That looks pretty smart in that plain white with the blue. Is on the plus side another Escort. Again, it's the RS 1600. I'm not such a fan of this. I do not like these Hot Wheel race liveries with the blue background and the Hot Wheels logo. They do not really do it for me. It needs stripping down in some way. I'm not so keen on those wheels either. Hot Wheels Stars, the 1940 Ford. Like the colour. We've got flames on the fenders there. Cabriolet version or convertible. Not a big fan really. If it was a hard top I probably would be. And this is the Chevy Nomad. It's not too bad. I like the colour orange, but I'm not so keen on that Red Lines logo on there. Another Monte Carlo, this time in green. I prefer it in this colour green, I must admit. But it's still going to my left. The 2020 Jeep Gladiator. Now I've seen this before. I believe it was maybe in red from a later mainline box, I guess. But I do like this casting. I like the scrambling bikes in the back. So this is the one in the cream, the Rubicon. So it's quite smart. The next one is this, another Fair Lady 2000 in blue. The 15 text there, 1552. quite nice. Only a few more to go. The Big Air Bel Air, which I do like. Again, it's a wee bit busy. I like them, but I'm not a super fan of these. The 49 Merc, which is Mercury. It's okay. It's flamed and it's a convertible, so not so great for me. Surf and Turf. Not a huge fan of this one. This second layer probably hasn't been as good. As I say that, I have drawn one of my favourites. It's the 52 Hudson Hornet, which I do definitely like. Love the vintage look to this, like I said earlier about one of the cars. Sort of a vintage stock car. I don't know if it's a stock car or a NASCAR. I'd say a stock car, but I do like these. So very happy with that one. The Muscle Bound. Which I do quite like in this satin black. Not too bad, looks quite menacing, sinister in a way. Lamborghini Centenario Roadster 2016. No doubt there's big fans of this one, but not really for me. The 2019 Mercedes-Benz A-Class, which I do quite like because it looks very sporty in the plain white. Thought it was a Honda Civic to start with. The Porsche Panamera Turbo Hybrid Sport Turismo, quite nice in the grey, but doesn't really do too much for me, unfortunately. Another Ford Escort, again the RS 1600. Would have preferred it in plain black as opposed to the big number 3 there. Gumball 3000 there, logo on the hood or bonnet. It's okay. Now this is a repeat. We've had this Nissan 300 ZX twin turbo, but I do like it. I need to put that on the right. The Batmobile from the TV series, of course. Now I know they've done numerous Batmobiles, but I don't recognise this one so much with the blue flames. One of the blisters popped. It's okay. When did this come out? 2019. Not too bad. Haven't been able to do this video any faster by the looks of the time. Cool Combi. I like the Moon Eyes Cool Combi, but this one doesn't really do an awful lot for me. bone shaker. I do quite like the bone shakers, but not such a fan of this colour. Trying to get a little bit of a shift on the Acura NSX in blue. Quite nice, but not such a fan of the colour. Only 3 more left. The Mazda MX-5 Miata in blue. Not too bad. Another Nova Gasser. We had one of these in the top layer, I think. I wasn't convinced, and still am not, unfortunately. And we have one of these as well, the 57 Chevy. So this is the full box contents now that I've done in this second video. What I'll do is I'll do the same as I did on the first layer. I'll stop the video and just come back and crack open my final 6, which won't be so difficult because there's not so many there. See you in a moment. Hi, I'm back and I've opened my favourite 6 from this layer, and the first one is this 1970 Chevy Chevelle with these lovely wide arches. Pretty impressed by this casting. Not over the top really, the striping, there is quite an awful lot of it, but I think I can live with that. So, the second one that I cracked open was this Nissan 300 ZX Twin Turbo. Again, I like this because it's just in plain red, got a little bit of tampo printed rear light detail. Pretty good casting this really. Smoked glass, all tinted. So that's pretty good. And the other one that I went for was the 1992 Bmw M3, which I think looks pretty smart. So yeah, and I had to include the 55 Chevy Bel Air Gasser, of course, although I wasn't a huge fan of these graphics all over it, but I can't resist a 55 Chevy Gasser. And again, one of my very favourites that's been around for a couple of years now is this Hudson Hornet from 1952. Just love this vintage look to it. I like the colour of this as well. So that is definitely one of my favourites. And finally, it was my favourite Ford Escort that I drew. It's the RS 1600 1970. So I will definitely be displaying this somewhere. So that's it guys, that's my 6 top picks from this second layer of the box. If you've got time, by all means, if you're able to, let me know which your favourites were. If you agree with what I've picked, or maybe one of the others, or a couple. I'll leave off by saying the usual, take care, stay safe, and bye for now.